Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of WWE Monday Night Raw. And we have the build to Survivor Series only 2 weeks away. We have the Dynasty, one of the teams in one of the Survivor Series matches, making their way. Oh, Jesus, God, oh fuck. I just messed up all of my notebooks there. Basically, the Dynasty opens up Raw again. That's the kind of theme. We're doing the authority thing. They're all blazing in their suits, looking sharp as they make their way down to the ring, and Triple H says, "What you see standing before you, no, I'm not going to do that, is not the greatest faction in the history of pro wrestling, but what will be the greatest group in history of sports entertainment. You see, a group like this, say, the NWO, Evolution, the Four Horsemen, they all have but one thing in common. They failed. They all failed. The NWO wanted to control WCW, but they just ended up killing it. The Horsemen wanted to keep all the gold, but they lost it. Even Evolution was supposed to keep me at the top, but I was just thinking small. The Dynasty will control all aspects of this industry, not through matches or via championships, but by the market itself, the sport itself. We will control this business from inside and out. The WWE's title is only here to help us create a bridge to the mainstream. After Survivor Series, we could just let it rot. We won't, but that's because we decided to, not because we need to. Austin, your little resistance to our push ends soon. 3 weeks' time. Give them boys a year's a nice pep talk. They're gonna need it once you're gone from Raw, and they fall to the Dynasty. So the Dynasty makes it intentional. This is the Survivor Series team. Triple H leading the charge. The Miz, the WWE Champion. Newly turncoat Randy Orton. Kane, and The Big Show. It's a hell of a Survivor Series team, and they're going to take on whatever force Stone Cold Steve Austin can muster. And in our opening match of the night, we have Tokyo Pimp Yujiro Takahashi taking on Antonio Cesaro. And in a pretty good match, I always say the same thing. I gotta learn to, not do that. I gotta, slap myself. I will say Antonio Cesaro. Cesaro is just awesome. 81s at this point. He's on his way to being a main eventer, and I'm very happy with that because I love me some Cesaro. But, nevertheless, in an open challenge, Tokyo Pimp makes defense number 1 of his United States Championship. And then after that, Austin Aries runs up and just knocks his ass out with the NXT title. And while he does that, Yujiro obviously out. All the bunnies, they're scared. All the women, all the Mao clones are scared. And Austin Aries just points to the U.S. title, and he makes a belt gesture around the NXT title. He said it a couple months ago. We don't forget here in the league. I think he wants all the gold, and he's targeted the Tokyo Pimp. So he wants that United States title. We'll have to see what comes of that. I forget what I rated Aries and Yujiro on. That's a pretty good rating. Okay, I gotta shut the fuck up about ratings. We have a squash match, basically, but with Motor City Machines beating the shit out of Mamma Mia, who I genuinely 100% had forgotten were a tag team. Sabin and Shelley got 98 with no storyline. Brodus Clay got really tired, and Santino Marella is back in the lower mid-card where he belongs. They had no chance when they hit Brodus Clay, of all people, with the Made in Detroit, which is pretty cool. Yes, the Red Bull Arena getting some cool squash matches. And then in another match, we have a qualifying match. We're trying to see some women trying to compete in that Fatal 4-Ways for Survivor Series. We already know Astrid Dunla is going to be one of them. But Beth Phoenix takes on Kelly Kelly and Katie Lee, who she defeats Kelly Kelly with a glam slam to pick up the win. Kelly Kelly, the weak link, with a 65, but that's not really too bad. Katie Lee actually got the better performance. I think Beth Phoenix's days are coming to a close here, but she was good while it lasted. She's 82B is not something to shake a stick at. But now we have some promos, and we have Bray Wyatt. He's yucking it up with the Wyatt family. We're doing the old school Wyatt shit, and he says, "Daniel Bryan, man, we're piece for piece now. I beat you at King of the Ring. You denied me my victory. to become king of the entire universe. And then you at SummerSlam, you made a mockery of Bray Wyatt. There can only be one way we can do this, man. We have to go one last time. One last time I have to prove you for the fraud you are. Prove you that there is more in this world that you know. You think you know everything. You think wrestling is the only thing that can help you. I'm more than wrestling. So at Survivor Series, I want to fight you, Daniel Bryan. And I know that you're going to want to fight me. Tonight, though, I'm going to fight you, but I'm going to be with my family. I'll see you there. And then he does the gimmick and they touch the light out and shit. So it's going to be Daniel Bryan in Common Ground, Alex Riley and Mason Ryan taking on the Wyatt family. And we have another segment, I believe. And another segment, basically Chris Jericho and John Morrison, who are, through the commentary, revealed to be members of Team Raw. They're trying to talk Daniel Bryan into joining Team Raw. And they're like, Daniel Bryan, we need you. We need you. You know, Jericho's like, I know, we've had some history. I don't think John Morrison and Daniel Bryan ever. I don't know if they had a match in WWE at all, let alone they probably did like some point. I mean, at least a 1-on-1. They might have had like tags and 6-mans and all that shit. But he says, you know, we need your prowess. You need to prove wrestling to these guys. This is not sports entertainment. Daniel Bryan's like, trust me, I know. I have a lot of history with The Miz. I have a lot of shit going on. But I need to get... Bray Wyatt is right. I need to get this settled. I need to beat Bray Wyatt at Survivor Series so I can focus on becoming the man that I set out to be at the beginning of this year after WrestleMania. And, you know, Jericho and Morrison like, you know, I respect that. Go get them. We're gonna... And they go off to look for some more teammates on the behest of Kofi and Austin. And I believe the match is up next. And in an 84B+... the Wyatt family defeat Daniel Bryan in Common Ground in 6-man when Bray Wyatt defeats Mason Ryan with the sister Abigail. I actually want to take note that should have been Alex Riley, who was the one that got hit with the sister Abigail, because it's not in a separate angle. But after the match, Alex Riley, he just looks pissed. He just looks abnormally pissed about something. He's just so pissed, like he's just like shaking. It's like, and people are like, what's going on with Alex Riley? And even Mason Ryan's like, you okay, buddy? You all right there? And Daniel Bryan's like, yeah, you know, it's okay. And, you know, Bray Wyatt laughs off as he walks away. He says, get ready, Daniel, for Survivor Series and all that Bray Wyatt shit. And next up we have Austin and Stone Cold backstage, and Austin he's begging. Kofi is sitting there, just not even responding. He's like, Kofi, please, God, look. He's like, I'm Texas Rattlesnake, but this ain't the Texas Rattlesnake. This is actual Steve Austin talking to you, Kofi. I understand it completely. Do you know how many times Vince screwed me over? You know how many times Triple H screwed me over? I get it. They took everything from you, Kofi, but they're going to take everything from everyone if we don't pull together for Survivor Series. I need to know that you can captain this team efficiently. I need to know that you can't have the opportunity. You can't get yourself screwed again. You can't do that, Kofi. And Kofi just kind of nods. He's like, I understand. He doesn't say that, but yeah, he nods. And that's how that segment pretty much goes. We have a squash match. We have the Young Bucks, who, god damn, are the Young Bucks getting awesome ratings. 70 and 71. I believe they're both enhancement talents. The Big Show takes... They hit the simultaneous choke slam on Matt Jackson, put in a good effort, but Sports Entertainment Security, as they're called, the security of the Dynasty, managed to beat the Young Bucks in 6:24 with the dual choke slams. Apparently I thought that said Jerry also was bad at commentary. Announced quality lifting the match because Jerry was like, I hate the Young Bucks. I think they're bad. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. That's Jim Ross trying to come out and beat the shit out of me for talking smack. And after that, we see Team Raw so far. We see they only need one more person. We see Morrison, we see Kofi, we see Jericho, and we see Evan Bourne. You know, people that you'd probably figure out on Team Raw. When CM Punk walks in, he's like, what's up, bitches? And Jericho's like, and Kofi's like, Austin's like, what the fuck are you doing here, Punk? And Punk's like, look, I get it. And he's looking at John Morrison just staring daggers. He's like, I've been talking mad shit about John Morrison for like the past like month at this point. But you guys know me more than anyone wants to beat the shit. I want to beat the shit out of Triple H just for having a giant schnoz like that, let alone having to actually try and take over the world of wrestling. If he takes over Monday Night Raw, we're all screwed. Pretty much the whole roster is screwed. So I get it, you know. I understand, but let's just all agree that I should be the last member of Team Kofi, and Austin's like, or Team Raw, and Kofi and Austin's like, that makes sense. I mean, John Morrison's like, no, why the hell would we have CM Punk on? How do we know he's not part of the dynasty? And Punk's like, look, I'm not an idiot. I'm not part of the dynasty. And Morrison's like, you know what? We're gonna have a match tonight, main event, and we're gonna see if you could beat me, you'll be on Team Raw. And Punk's like, all right, whatever, fine. I got to do this shit. I want to take the night off, but whatever. He just kind of walks off. Morrison's like, yeah. So that's how that whole segment goes down. And we see basically Alex Riley is still going apeshit. It's just throwing shit backstage. And he's literally doing a Bray Wyatt just happens to be walking by. Alex Riley sees him. He just picks up a chair and just fucking knocks Wade Barrett out. He just knocks Wade Barrett's shit unconscious and just starts screaming and shit. And security are like running after, like, oh my god, Alex Riley he probably just like gave Bray Wyatt, fuck. I call Wade Barrett Bray Wyatt one more time. I saw that in one of their old episodes I recorded that I did that, and I was so pissed off. Alex Riley just gave Wade Barrett, like, just brain damage by just slamming him with the freaking, like, desk or something, whatever happened to be by. Now we have the main event in a 99A star match. CM Punk does defeat John Morrison with the go to sleep, earning him that spot in the Team Raw. So Team Raw is officially, we know the Dynasty team, and now it's CM Punk, John Morrison, Evan Bourne, Jericho, and Kofi Kingston. But then all hell starts breaking loose. The Dynasty come down. They start clearing the house. You know, Randy Orton is there as well, not pictured. You know, they're taking out Punk. They're taking out Kofi. Austin has to come down. John Morrison has to help out. They're all basically just doing okay, but they actually throw their faces outside of the ring. The heels are standing tall until... oh yeah, he's back. Brock Lesnar comes back, and he just looks at Randy Orton and is like, I remember this motherfucker. And he immediately just runs up. He doesn't even fight the faces. In a show of compassion for once, like, he just kind of moves them out of the way. He's like, bro, I got this. He just immediately F5s Randy Orton's shit. He just beats the shit out of Triple H. He looks at The Miz like, I don't think I've ever seen you before. Just F5s him. He suplexes. Then Triple H gets on the mic, and he goes, you know what, Brock? You want to play like that? You know what? As CEO of WWE, you're fired. And Brock just goes, okay, and he just continues to beat them up. Like, thousands of security guards have to remove Brock. He doesn't give a shit that he's fired. Paul obviously screaming that Brock just got fired. Paul probably, he probably does a tope suicida onto, a bunch of the security guards that trying to, he just does, he does the Starship Pain. John Morrison taught him how to do Starship Pain. Does it all over the security guards. And Monday Night Raw closes with absolute chaos. No one's in the ring because Brock Lesnar just flattened everybody that happened to be in it. And that's how we end Monday Night Raw. The 96A star, always good to see. Really had fun with this Raw. I don't know why. I don't know why I say that. I'm not having fun with the series. It's just one of those things that I say I really need to kind of learn not to do that. It has been a while since I recorded it, so every time I take a break, I just happen to fall on the same things. I don't even realize it. But yeah, no, awesome Raw, awesome storylines, in my opinion. I'm really having fun with the series, as I just said. I made fun of myself and then just did again. All in all, great time. I hope all you guys enjoyed as well, and I will see you guys for the next episode of SmackDown.